りの道を行く者に太陽の導きを野望の果てを目指す者に生贄を震えるほど心燃え尽きるほど熱くその手から放て鼓動体みなぎる勇気で迷いなき覚悟に喝采をその血の定めジャージョー
Hey everybody, my name is Roger Reviver and welcome to the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 2 Cycle Challenge. For the unaware of what the Majora's Mask 2 Cycle Challenge is, the 2 Cycle Challenge is a self-imposed challenge to beat the game by only playing a song at a time once. That one time being the only forced time, which is against Skull Kid in the Clock Tower as a Deku in the first cycle. So then, let's get the basics out of the way. What did I do within the first cycle? I did a few things actually. On the way to Clock Town, I grabbed 10 Deku Nuts from a chest. This will be used later on. I'm not going to explain what for, but we won't be using those Deku Nuts anytime soon. I got 4 heart pieces. Deku Playground heart piece, Postman 10 Seconds heart piece, Hand in the Toilet heart piece, and the Clock Tower heart piece. This will let me have 4 hearts by the time the game starts, making the game a bit easier and reducing the amount of deaths I have by 0. I deposited a total of 1,014 rupees in the bank. This is so just about every necessary thing can be bought for the run as we progress. This will be spent mostly on bombs, bomb tubes, and I guess arrows. There are also a few things I want to clear up. Glitches are going to be used in this run. These glitches include the infinite sword glitch, bomb hovering, gainer, boulder collision, and index warping. I may or may not have forgotten a glitch or two, so pardon me if I do. However, that being said, I will be covering glitches as we progress through. But it won't hurt to cover them now. The infinite sword glitch is done by crouch stabbing then examining an object, such as a sign or a bomb. In this state, your sword is indefinitely swinging, so you can walk into an enemy, sword sheath, and they will get attacked by your swinging sword. Bomb hovering is an extension of the infinite sword glitch. When state of infinite sword glitch, you cannot walk off edges. Try as you might, but you cannot. However, if you pull out a bomb and just before it explodes, you do a backflip or a side hop, you will be stuck in mid-air. If you are too close to the ground, however, you will be placed on the ground. If you get enough height fast enough though, you can get stuck in mid-air and will not be placed on the ground. From here, you can gain infinite height. We will use this to gain early access to areas we can't visit yet, as well as skip parts of areas we are currently in. A gainer is a backflip that we can use to gain more height. A gainer is done by holding Z or L on a game controller, doing a backflip, then quickly letting on Z, then re-inputting Z and holding forward on the control stick to gain more height. This can skip doing the moon's tier stuff in the first cycle, but we don't do that anyway since we get the land tile lead from the business scrub, allowing us to get the heartbeat from under the stairs. Bottle duplication is what it sounds like. It duplicates bottles. By getting a bottle in your hands with bugs or something, then getting an item with a value of 0, you can duplicate bottles over those items. You can do this by getting Link in the position where he is shuffling his feet. Release the bugs, then quickly press the button you want to replace the items with. You don't lose items permanently though, since those items can be regained by picking up another Deku Nut, Deku Stick or whatever. If those items however have no value, like for example, let's say a mask, then you are never getting that item back unless you delete your save file. And finally, index warping. Index warping allows us to travel anywhere in the world, given we've visited specific places. You see the owl statue beyond the loading zones leading the Scythe block down? That owl statue is fully functional. You can save at it. But the one thing you can't do with that save is warp before using the Song of Soaring. So we're using bomb jumps to go over Clocktown's walls. We can get to the owl statue and activate it. Activating it causes a state called index warping. Index warping works like this. If you select an area on the world map subscreen, including the L and Z or R buttons on the side, and play the Song of Soaring, you will get warped to a place. This works with IDs. So, let's say Deku Palace on the world map subscreen has an ID of 6. If you select Deku Palace on the world map, then play Song of Soaring, you will get warped to Mountain Village, which has Owl Statue ID 6. There are a few exceptions to this rule. As to warp to Ikana Canyon and Zora Hall, you have to visit their respective areas. Selecting Stone's Hell on the world map, then playing Song of Soaring, will take you to a place called Dungeon Entrance, which will crash the game. And selecting the R button does something. Well, something. Selecting the L button warps you Great Bay Coast. Also, if you play the Song of Soaring and don't select area on the world map subscreen, you will get warped towards presumably Owl Statue ID 0, which is Great Bay Coast. You must have also noticed the texture pack too by now. This texture pack just makes the game look different. It offers no beneficial advantages. It actually gives disadvantages in some areas. For example, when the game screen is getting smaller by the bell toll, the screen actually turns pure black. The screen also turns pure black in many other areas, most notably during the cutscenes with the giants. However, I will be putting normal, no texture pack, vanilla Majora's Mask footage over them, so you don't get bored watching a black screen. There's also the Bomber's Code, which I got without playing the hide and seek game. So, how does this work? It's simple. When you first create your file, copy it over and play the game normally up until the Bomber's hide and seek game. Once you beat the bombers in a game of hide and seek, you get their code. Memorize that. Since you copied the file over, the files are exactly the same. So you're going to have the same code for all the bombers. And that wraps up the commentary for this first video. I know for a fact it will not fit for the entire video, so you probably have 10 to 15 minutes of footage remaining. But I hope I explained as much as I could and made sense about it. In any case, I am Retro Reviver, signing out, and I'll see you all next time. Take care everyone.